Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon update. And guess what? Armageddon is coming no matter who you are or what you do. That's right. We all have a little personal end of the world coming somewhere in the future. Oh, I know you don't want to think about going to Allah or Jesus, or the aliens that Scientologists believe in. I'm looking at you, Tom Cruise. But we are all on a journey. Life is short and getting shorter every day. You're welcome for the reminder. Hope your summer vacation is rocking. And now you can think about death. God, I am an ass. But the reason I am bringing this up is because I'm getting married this week, and I was scared for a long time about it. I went through a horrible divorce. Please reference Love is Evil for the details. And once you've been hit by a train with too large of breast implants, you don't want to put yourself back on those tracks. But you know what? The girl I am marrying is perfect. Literally, her measurements are 36, 26, 36. Perfect. She has 2 college degrees. Perfect. She is hilarious. Perfect. Her family has a very limited amount of felonies. Perfect. She thinks I am perfect. Perfect. So what the hell was I worried about? Again, my past was making me destroy my future. On top of that, I was sure that it would be just like my last marriage, which was not only stupid to think, but an insult to the girl who loves me. So I'm going for it. I'm going to let myself be happy. I'm risking everything because what else is there? I'm also starting a movie studio. Yeah, that's right. I got a sound stage and I'm going for it. And remember, rich I am not. But what the hell? I may die broke, but I will live rich. So this summer, while your kids are playing in the surf, and while you sit on that lawn chair watching them and think, good vacation, I love summer, now back to the same old shit, stop and think for a minute. What do I really want? What would make me happy? How do I make my whole life feel like summer? What would wake me up every day and feel like I had an orgasm before I got home after work and had an actual orgasm? Then pick that, because, and I will say it again, it is a short life and just getting shorter. Tick fucking talk. The failure that could happen by doing what you think is impossible could be huge, but the self-hate you will have on your deathbed if you don't will be so much more harder to deal with. Yeah, I started a movie studio and it failed is a much better story than I lost the best woman I ever had because I was scared, and then I lived a quiet life just getting by, and then I died alone. Yeah, who's inspired now? So while you are on vacation this summer, don't think about the bills. Don't think about the problems. Don't think about the failures. Think about what would make you a hero to yourself. And quit being a pussy about it and do it. Because you will die. Death is undefeated, bitches. But if you did everything you wanted to do and lived the life you dreamed of, then you will be burned out when you're 103. And when the Grim Reaper finally shows up, you can look him in the face, give him the finger, and laugh your ass off. Because you'll know that death can never take away how you lived. I am Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Hello, everybody. Christopher Titus. That was the Armageddon Update, an oddly positive one before the hellhole that fall is starts to overcome our souls. Hi! With me on the Titus podcast, as always, to my right, the lovely, the beautiful Bombshell Rae.
Yay, I'm back.
You're back. Yay, you're back. You were gone. And to my right, the lovely and beautiful Nerd Punk Jeff.
Oh, konnichiwa, Cracker-san.
What's
Thank
up,
you.
fuck?
Whose measurements are perfect, by the way.
Perfect.
They are 12, 12, 12.
Yeah.
I
wish. So yeah, I just re-listened to it because Bombshell was a little late for the start of the podcast, so I re-listened to it to let her play it. And you know what? It was oddly almost too positive, a little too Tony Robbins for even me. I think there was no negative.
I say embrace it.
I do want to point out that we are going to die. So there is a bizarre, and I didn't say it nicely. I said it mean. You will die. You will die.
Well, I thought there was no value judgment. I thought it was a nice statement of fact, something good to keep in mind. Death is undefeated.
Totally undefeated. You know what's funny about it is that nobody, you really don't think about it your whole life. I mean, when you were 16, 25, 35, you didn't think about death.
Mm-mm.
You
don't even think about it now. I mean, that's...
actually, don't... Sorry, I jumped in. I got excited. Go, carry on. Do carry on.
No. Ladies first.
Yes.
Actually, I was going to say, when I was 16, I was, remember I was morbid and I was on the porch burning holes in things and singing Tori Amos and...
The Cure.
And The Cure. And I knew I was going to die before I was 21.
I think everybody thinks it.
Did you think that too when you were a teenager? Oh, I know I'm not going to make it to 18 or whatever the age is.
I don't know about that, but I did have a weird thing where I, for some reason, thought that I wasn't going to live to be an adult. I didn't think I was going to live to be an old person.
But it wasn't a bad thing. It was sort of like this pride badge of honor thing.
Yeah, it was just kind of a shrug to me. I was just like, you know.
Like a romantic. No, it was like a romantic thing. Like, man, I'm going to die horrible. And there's going to be articles written, and
You'll all miss me.
And I'm like, now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make it. I'm going to outlive all these bitches, and dance on their graves. I'm working on my grave dance now, actually.
And eating broccoli.
I'm going to a hip hop grave dance class.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's weird. It's.
I'm doing a jig.
Yeah, give me a beat. Hey, we have those in hip hop class. What I want to say.
Yeah, man, is that early? That's early for a racist comment. Did you have that? Damn, where we at? We're at 6 minutes and 18 seconds. He made his first racist comment. That's nice. Happy summer to you too, motherfucker.
Wow, dude, you got to start like
already?
Wow, we started already.
That's how we knew he would show up.
Well, I was trying to actually make it so you take up that kind of I don't know, man, Tinkerbell nature of the last Armageddon update. Damn, man, you seem a little too happy.
I thought it was good. I don't know why you got to knock it. I thought it was good.
You.
I think every once in a while, every once in a while, you become a ray of sunshine. It's sort of like the leap year. Every 4 years,
I believe I'm gonna throw up, man. I gotta go throw up right now.
He becomes a powdered sugar donut hole and a unicorn with rainbows spraying out of his butthole. And it's weird because I came in here stressed and upset.
Yep.
And you actually said, do you want to hear the Armageddon update? And I said, no, let's just go.
Let's go. Like, I don't want you to drag me further down through your hellhole.
I'm stressed out. I've been like going. But listening to your Armageddon update, actually, I left feeling inspired. So
I drug you through a donut hole.
Not a hellhole.
How can you be stressed out with your two dogs running around? They're frolicking. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's like two cartoons just got sprung loose in the studio.
Do cats not frolic?
No. They're amusing, but these dogs are genuinely frolicking.
I think sometimes cats will sit there and then that tail flick thing. That tail flick thing is like.
No, they get rambunctious, but they don't frolic.
Which is a threat.
They do get rambunctious?
Oh, yeah. My cats are like Siamese fighting cats. They just wrestle all the time.
Siamese fighting cats.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to get a litter of Siamese fighting cats, please call Nerd Punk Jeff here at the Combustion Lounge. Speaking of that Combustion Lounge announcement, we'll be moving. Next week we're going to play a best of because we're going to be I'm going to be in Hawaii on a honeymoon with the perfect girl, and then the week after that we'll start again. But we are going to move the Combustion Lounge. We have a sound stage now, and we are going to build. It's going to be crazy,
and it's going to be way closer to your compound in Bel Air.
Nice.
Yeah. You will never have to take the helicopter again.
And I'm going to be in Laguna Seca with the perfect man, Adam Carolla.
I hate that you get to go.
What are you doing?
Adam's running one of his cars at the Monterey Historic races up there, and then we're recording a car cast up there from the Lamborghini event.
I hate that
he's coming to our wedding party this Friday.
Oh, really?
So you'll have a friend to talk to instead of just your cat.
Being a car guy and racing, some road racing and drag racing, that Adam has done something that's perfect. That's what I mean. Here, this goes exactly to what I talked about. Listen, people, Adam Carolla did radio for a really long time. He has jobs, this and that. And then one day he was on CBS radio, free radio, and they just came in, and as they always do in radio, and they don't even give you, hey guys, you got 2 weeks. They come in on Thursday and they go, tomorrow's your last show, or today's your last show. That's pretty much how they do it. So Carolla, very smartly, in the dawning age of internet, it was way back. There was a thing that can connect computer to computer, and you could talk. You could do your own radio show way back then. Adam starts his own network, gets a bunch of different guys. Now he's got a bunch of advertisers, and he's living. And with CarCast, he's got advertisers that want to hear you talk about cars. Here, take our money. It's like
and he'd be going to Laguna Seca anyway, but now we get a show out of it.
Right,
we'll get 2 shows out of it.
And get paid, and your rooms are probably comped, and you get taken care of. Oh yeah, it's.
He gets treated nice.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Living the dream. Now, if you told Adam,
I'm living the dream adjacent.
That's enough though. There's a lot of people that live dream adjacent. There's a lot. You could have had. If you just told Adam, listen, man, in 10 years you're going to have your own network. You're going to be making huge amount of money. You're going to have your own liquor. You're going to have like all this stuff, and your hobby of racing. You're going to make enough money where you're going to be able to pay for your racing cars, race when you want, and it's going to be part of your job that you're going to be able to write off. Yeah. He'd have laughed in your face. He'd have went, yeah, that'll happen.
He might not have. But
yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen. Yeah, me and Jimmy are going to do man show till we kill this turd. That's what Adam would have said, and so that's why I started the studio. I'm starting the studio now, and let's go for it. And that's the thing, people. I really got this lately. I was really concerned about getting married. I was really like, you know what? This is not going to go well because my last one didn't go well. My dad got married 6 times. Everybody gets evil. Not remember that it was my dad that got evil most of the time. And
he called women fat.
Because they got fat. And he would say,
he was fat. He had a big gut, though, and he would call women fat and make them cry.
He did. Yeah, he would, man. He would. Or he'd criticize their food. That was another thing, too. They'd cook him dinner. And he'd be like, wow, this isn't really good. Like, he was so, like, he was just harsh. Wow. He was just harsh.
I can't even imagine harshness.
And Jed asked me the other day, my son asked me, he goes, Dad, why do you eat so fast? No, I ate that burrito really fast. He goes, you ate so fast. And I go, and I was driving, I think, you know why I eat fast? Because my dad was already so drunk by the time we hit the dinner table that what you wanted to do is while he was doing that Terminator search for a target, you wanted to get done as his head turned and looked at my brother. So when his head came back, I was gone. Yeah. Just an empty plate, or I was at the dishwasher, just putting it in. So that's why I eat fast. I didn't figure I eat fast so I can get away. So I can incoming. Where's Titus? He's not eating. He's gone. He's just gone. So
the refrigerator door opens. You're standing there. It closes. You're gone.
Yeah, that's all there is. So Adam, set out his dream, but no one gave that to Adam. He busted his ass. Yeah. You started Charm Machine. If tomorrow they came and said Charm Machine, now you haven't decided this because you play. No, that's the thing. You don't. I'm telling you this right now. You don't take yourself very serious or Charm Machine.
We're
very
pretty
serious.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't. You don't say we're gonna release an album online or 3 albums online.
No, well, actually, we don't want to. It's just fun. We want it to be fun, and we want it to be a hobby. I mean, I've been in bands where you want to go on tour, you want a record deal, and then it turns into a whole thing. But with this, it was like, well, this is a hobby. This is fun. Okay.
But if you wanted to start a Siamese cat fighting farm tomorrow.
Well, I started my magazine. That was a thing.
Yeah.
It's a way to pick up cat chicks.
Yeah. Crazy cat ladies.
And the magazine, by the way, do you still have that stuff for sale?
No, actually, I sold the newsstand. It's all gone.
It's all gone now?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
But it was just too much work.
No, it was fine, but I'm a podcast producer now. It's just not something that.
So you started your own business. So you not only are you a nerd punk Jeff, started with a very many podcast. Got Titus, Adam Crowley. He did it very, very young. Now he's a mogul of the podcast
at 1,000 years old.
But you got to do it. You were working comedy clubs, and you said, oh, no, I guess I'm going to be an actress again, and you started doing that, and then you said, I'm going to be a comedian. And now, you're making money at your dream. That's what I'm saying. You want to find.
I don't know that I said I wanted to be a comedian. I feel like, in my memory, that someone signed me up for a comedy competition at the Ice House, and then told me 2 days before, and they were advertising my name already.
Sometimes you dream. You're afraid of your own dream. Sometimes, and you need someone to go. You know what? I'm not afraid of your dream, so I'm going to help you with that.
I'm terrified of your dream. I'm totally terrified. Because it changes.
In retrospect, how do you feel about that move now, though?
After what show?
After him signing you over the Ice House.
After Friday's second show, she hates me. She goes, why did you get me into this crap?
Friday's second show, a lot of times I question my career choice, as well as humanity. And then I get it back together. I had 3 of probably my favorite shows this weekend. Yep. So yeah, I love it. I get off stage. Sometimes we look at each other, and he'll just go, "We do this for a living." Like we're asshole buddies. We travel around the world. We get on stage and make people laugh. We play around and joke with people and have fun and make stuff up to see if it works. Like, it's just crazy. And they give you free booze. Come on.
Yeah. That's nothing, but that's exactly. So you have people out there, alcoholics, free booze? I know, if somebody just woke up. Somebody just went, oh my God.
What?
Yeah.
I actually told that in the wrong order, I realized. From least to greatest.
So that's the thing, is that, guys, we're going to die. We're going to die. Honestly, you're going to crank out of here. You're just going to, you are going to crank out of this mortal coil one day. And it could be tomorrow. That's a weird thing about it, is that we all get this wrapped up, and we just get wrapped up in all this shit. And I really got, I don't know what happened in the last 2 years. Well, I know what happened. I met you, started getting crazy about what I wanted to accomplish. And
he's talking about Rachel for you people at home.
Yeah, after getting a TV show. Yeah.
I thought he was talking to you.
Yeah,
I was looking at my
you
computer.
There
was a part of me that was hoping.
This podcast
secretly
is rocking because of you. So, and you just have to go, I got to do it. Now, you people out there, they're going, well, I can't. I want to be a fighter pilot, and I'm 40. Okay, but you can get a pilot's license, and then you could strafe neighborhoods. You could just be like your kid's school, get the pilot license. It's kind of a fighter pilot. There's a way you can.
You can be a crop duster. It's almost the same thing.
Those guys are out of their minds. Going up
with different ammunition.
We have a highway in California called Highway 5. It's Armageddon Highway. It's just literally, if you want to see what will happen after the EMP drops and then the climate change destroys the planet, drive up Highway 5. And it's like almost like, in Disneyland you go on the ride and it takes like 4 minutes to go through the scene. Imagine driving Armageddon for 7 hours. That's pretty much Highway 5. So, but off the side they have some crops. At certain times you have the crops. And these guys, have you seen the crop dusters?
Oh yeah, they're crazy.
Holy! First of all, it looks like you're driving your car and you look up and you go, "That's a plane crash happening. That guy's diving. Oh my God, the plane!" And he disappears. And then, wow! It's the craziest thing ever. Those guys, my dad used to say that they kill about 4 of those guys a year in the Central Valley.
They just shoot them.
No. The airplane. The airplanes killed them. The pilots.
But do the airplanes survive?
No, they do not. They do not.
I was going to say, crash the plane, just take the guy out, put a new guy
Either
in.
that guy's crop dusting or Cary Grant is running. That's all I know.
So
for the 4 people laughing at that joke,
North by Northwest.
But yeah, you need to take your blood pressure medication. Go ahead.
I want to hear more. I want to hear more about your journey overcoming your fear about getting married again.
Oh, really? Are we talking about
I do.
this? Is this okay? My journey was well. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with my problem with Bombshell is that she's 13 years younger. That's not a win in my category because I'm 13 years older. So that's and I got to do a lot of sit-ups just to even keep up. So there's that one, and so I'm like, at any moment. So then I have that sick part of me that goes.
So you feel like you're already a step down.
The inner retard's always like, it was not anymore. It was like, man, she at any moment she could just go to a gym and get the biggest guy ever, it's a millionaire bodybuilder guy, which there's just tons of, and
Harvard graduate millionaire bodybuilder
guy.
Funny.
Yeah.
And if there were, you'd probably totally understand. You'd be like,
I'd be like, yeah.
You're like, I can't compete with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it, babe.
So you're worried about that?
I was worried about. Well, I mean, that was just. I'm just talking about not anymore. That's all the stuff that's going on in my head. Then there was the. I already been married to a whack job, and wasn't a total whack job up until later. But then we tracked that back, and I was mistaken about that. She was actually a whack job all the way back, all the way back to the first date. So
she was just better at secrets.
Yeah. So, and she's not a whack job. So it was all in my head. It was all in my head. And I got to the point where I realized what's going to happen is I'm going to screw it up. And I was on the way to that. I'll just let you know. I was on the way to destroying our relationship. You know that, right?
Like recently? On the drive here?
Last couple of years. Less so. It got less and less. But I was on the way to destroying it.
Really?
Yeah.
In what way?
Just gonna mess it up. I mean, I remember in my head a couple times going, "This isn't gonna work. There's no way this is gonna work." I had that little voice in my head. There's no way that's gonna happen.
What was the chicken or the egg there? Like, were you screwing it up, and that was making you think it wasn't gonna work, or you
Hi,
weren't
welcome
thinking
to
it was gonna
Nerd
work?
Punk Foxy Jeff's therapy session.
I was writing some psycho checks, like tons of money, and I was getting lied about. And the weird thing is, divorce or even a breakup with someone that said they loved you and you're together. The weird thing about it is that there is something intangible and unbelievable about it, because this is the person that you shared your deepest secrets with, your most intimate moments, someone who said they loved you, someone who you knew had your back. Like, you knew they had your back. Like, a bullet coming at me, you're going to jump in front of it.
Right. If you didn't believe that, it wouldn't have hurt.
Right. And then it all goes sideways, and you're like, okay, well, that's just a normal human being like everybody else, so everyone's going to do that. And, of course, she's had the same kind of experiences with guys, too, where you just like, this guy's the one. He's the tiger. He's the white tiger. And then, like he finds out later he's screwing around on her. That's a good thing. That's another thing I still cannot believe I still, whenever I hear she said he used to cheat on me, I burst out laughing. I'm like,
Yeah, but that happened to you.
who cheats on you?
I always feel like
I
people
know,
cheat.
but look at me.
You're hot. He's
There you
not.
go. I'm me,
I'll
and you
say
look
it.
like you. There you go. Thank you for clearing that up. Thanks for making my point. Wait.
I always feel I always feel like, in my opinion, that people cheat because they feel inadequate to the person that they're with. And
So-
they need to go create some sort of relationship where they can be the one in control and on top.
Which also totally gives you a way to be narcissistic with someone cheating on you, because you can just go, well, they just can't handle me. You never had to once face, oh, what did I do? Why did I?
Yeah,
do?
but
you're like, no. I am so above him that he had to find someone.
But happy, well-adjusted people don't do things like that.
That's true.
And I was picking horribly, and all the signs were there, as were with yours. But I have never had anyone cheat up. And that's where I developed that theory. It was always like shockingly down, shocking, like, missing teeth, stripper with a tumor growing out of her belly that was possibly a baby or a malignant tumor.
Or a baby
And
tumor. You don't know.
It could, just as bad either way. And I was always like, really? And when I was younger, if it happened, I would be like, really, like, oh my God, I must suck. I'm terrible. And then I got older and I was like, oh wow, you just suck. You're just trash.
Like, you see yourself as such a low level, instead of seeing that you would even be with them to see how amazing they are. Like if I can land, like, that's how I feel about you. If I can land that, I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm not even kidding, man. I'm like, every once in a while, I'll just be like, my life sucks. I gotta work. I'm never good. Oh no, I'm a badass. I got that. Yeah, all right, good. I got this.
Like, I'm a fucking ninja.
Yeah, I got this. I go, what meeting's going to scare me? David Geffen, let's meet. Why? That's my girl right there. That's who I am.
Yeah.
This is a lot to listen to, but thank you. I'm glad that you like me. Now let's move on.
I find it tremendously interesting.
So
he doesn't want to. He wants to dissect you.
No, I'll dissect you both.
No, that's okay.
She's never been scared.
No,
she
I
knew once she wanted to marry a long time
Oh,
ago.
I'm terrified of you. Are you kidding me?
Really? Why?
Please.
Oh, Jeff?
Really? Why?
Because, well, you didn't finish your thing. So were you
Yeah,
done?
no, I really got recently. I got in the last about year. That there is no other side. There's no better. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to find something better than her. We get along. We travel together. We're together 24 hours a day. We don't kill each other. Sure, we grumble once in a while, but I don't know any couples that work together. We support each other on stage. She's super smart, handles the business, handles like the legal stuff. Like,
And our arguments are, you shut up. No, you shut up.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go to the gym. Slam.
And then an hour later, do you want to go get dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, even fights are lame. We've been together 7 years now. So that we had our conversation the other day this last week was, she just goes, man, I love some banana peppers on a sandwich. and she like said it with like all the thing is, I just found a Krugerrand in my underwear drawer. But she was like, man, I love some banana. And then so I made fun of her. And then 3 days later, I go, that chicken you made the other night, what did you do? Because man, some of it had this kind of graininess to it, but whatever you do with the sauce. And then I said, wow, God, I hope my life gets more interesting. Best chicken ever.
Note to self, I'm going to stop at Smart and Final on the way home and pick up a 5-gallon container of banana peppers, and that's going to be your wedding present.
I am a fan of some motherfucking banana peppers on my sandwich.
Why are you afraid of me?
Because your family is crazy. I've never been around such things like that before, and it's different.
Like who? No, my ex.
Like who?
Like who in my family?
Well,
Kathy, lovely.
Wait, we have a limited amount of time. Who in his family doesn't scare you?
Oh,
It'll be
Aunt
shorter
Kathy.
list.
Kathy and Sandy.
Like your mom and the
Dead.
whole
Dead.
murdering people and stabbing neighbor.
And the suicide
And
thing.
Hey, everybody dies anyway. We've already established that on the
Numerous
show.
suicides in my family. Numerous suicides.
I
Okay.
did notice yesterday when I was talking to my sister, because all my family is in town, that I'm not acquiring any in-laws.
Sandy.
Whoa! No in-laws. No mom, no dad. Those are in-laws.
So it's perfect. You found a guy whose family's
I
dead.
did.
Nice job. I found somebody whose family's dead. That's number one on her list. Checkity check.
You want a happy marriage? Look for a dead family.
It's not number one, but it's in the top 5, right?
For
Definitely.
sure.
Definitely. You know what? Also, the gifts, Christmas gifts. It's how much do you save on Christmas gifts?
Oh, yeah.
Every year. So
That pays for all the banana
and
peppers
may I
right
say,
there.
I know, that's
you're
right.
welcome.
Thank you.
I didn't kill him, but it worked out for you.
You got extra in-laws because my parents remarried.
Yeah, I got a bunch of people. And that's another stupid thing we did. You know, want to hear the dumbest thing I think we've ever done? You know, we plan on getting married, and we're going to go to Hawaii. And she said, well, the week we get married, why don't we have everybody come out, all the family come out and stay with us for the week, and we'll rent this house out in Malibu. Because her family would rent a house every year. We'd go to North Carolina and spend a week on the beach. And I said, that's a great idea. This is like 6 months ago. I'm not thinking. And then 2 weeks ago, as it was approaching, I realized, wait a minute. The week before we're getting married, we're going to have 12 other people, kids included, show up and have to live with them for a week.
Yeah. The 1 week when you got no time for nothing.
What were we thinking? And then I thought, it's like that final thing in Star Wars where, okay, now you have to kill Darth Vader. You're a Jedi, but now you have to kill Darth Vader.
Who's Darth Vader in this scenario?
Your whole family.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
That was very diplomatic that you didn't single one person out.
Yeah, I don't want anybody out. They're all Darth Vader.
It's all right because my father's coming tomorrow, and my mom and my dad have not been around each other in 20 years, and like their final word to each other was the same word
And
to
the
each
horse
other.
you rode in on.
Yeah.
Or phrase. It
Yeah.
began with an F and "uck you,"
Yeah.
and that was it. I think there were cops there. And so not only is my dad coming into town, but my dad is going to stay in the giant house.
So how could we make this worse? So what I've actually done to make it just a little more fun is I've hired snipers to randomly shoot at the house from the hills we're staying nearby to just put a little fear into everybody. That's going to be fun because having her stepdad and her other dad and her mom, it's just going to be, it's literally, we have stirred the emotional cauldron like you cannot believe. We have loaded this nightmare soup possibility up pretty high. You have to admit, we have.
It's interesting, though, because so the family comes in, and we have a retired Marine officer,
Yep.
a retired Army Colonel, Airborne Ranger.
Who currently calls us from Langley, Virginia. Let's leave it at that.
We have Agent Pink Squashy.
Yep. a border
We have
patrol
a
agent.
retired Navy SEAL.
Yep. My uncle's coming in.
It's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
a lot of testosterone.
You're pulling the tiger's tail, yep.
Yeah, literally. The cool thing about it is if Armageddon happens this week, I've got 4 survival dudes that I'll be gathering wood and stuff. They'll be sending me out to gather wood and
you got
stuff.
a compound
Yeah,
already?
Yeah. And, yeah, we already had a compound. I'll be building things. I'll be doing grunt work, but I'll survive, I think.
Maybe.
So people, listen, man. A lot of people go, well, Titus did this because Titus did that, and wow, you got really lucky in life. And I said, nah, I didn't really. And in my life, the only time my life has meant anything or I've had any joy in it is when I did something crazy. And when I say crazy, I don't mean punched a cop, although that was fun. What I'm saying is that whenever I said I'm getting a TV show, or whenever I said I'm going to do stand-up comedy, I don't really have any skills. I barely graduated high school. I told you that story, right? They didn't even give me my diploma. They gave me a blank. They let me participate, but I had to walk on stage to a blank piece of paper because I hadn't finished my credit requirements, and I had to go to summer school after I graduated.
Ouch.
That's what a bad student I was. I didn't get that free break. Woo, fuck you, high school. I was like, fuck you, high school. I'll see you guys Thursday.
I'm going to be in the
that
classroom all through the
sucks.
hot summer, yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It was horrible. So that was just to get to my diploma. That's what a bad student I was. Now, not that I was stupid. I don't think I was stupid, but I think I didn't really care. So when I started comedy, I said, you know what? I'm gonna do something that only 2% of people make it at. I'm gonna become a stand-up comedian. And then I busted my ass, gave myself 4 years, and I made it. And that's in that time when I decided it, and it was crazy, and everybody said it was crazy. Everybody I knew was like, it's almost like when you're mentally ill and how they treat mentally ill people. You're like, I want to be a comedian. Oh, you go ahead and you be that comedian. I know you are. I know. Go, let's get you some pudding.
Like,
that's how it was.
Okay, Napoleon, your hat's on a little crooked, but
Yeah,
let's fix that.
Yeah, we'll fix that. You are so cute.
We'll make you a hat out of tinfoil.
And then I did that, and then I said, well, now I'm going to. Then I decided in '95 to get my own TV show. Or 96, actually, to get my own TV show. By 98, I had a contract for my own TV show. 99, we were filming it, and it aired in 2000, the beginning of 2000. So, and it's just crazy. And all I did was say it. I picked the craziest shit I could do that I wanted to do and did it. So if you're out there right now and you're thinking, well, I want to do this, and you don't, what'll happen is, and I guarantee this will happen, you're A, going to come up with these. Here, let's come up with excuses for why you don't do what you do. A, I'm too old. B, I'm not in shape. C, I'm not smart enough. B, I'm not talented enough.
Oh, too old. Grandma Jean, who's 80, who's here too, she just started taking line dance classes.
Yeah, and she played the banjo when she was like 74, right?
Yeah, she took that up at 76. She took up the banjo, but she just started line dancing.
I took up ukulele at 65. Anybody
Holy
can do
crap.
it. Yep.
But that's like that. I mean, crazy dreams. I mean, do you want to do something insane
You don't think his ukulele was crazy?
at 65? You know, there's no really
Listen,
good
I
old
grew up-
ukulele guys.
Arthur Godfrey was my hero.
Oh my god!
You don't think an 80-year-old line dancing is
But
crazy?
again, those with the blood pressure medication are the. So do it, but don't be a pussy. Seriously, know that if there's something in your head that you want to do and you don't do it, you're a pussy. And by the way, because there's nothing, the only and it's such a stupid cliche, but the only thing holding you back is you. And every time in my life,
Well, it's fear, though. But I would say this. I would say you can never go wrong facing your fears.
Well, no, I said that quote that I had in Oxygen magazine last month was something about pick something that scares you, something really unreasonable, because I'd rather fail on my way to an impossible goal than achieve something that's easy.
yeah.
You know, so you're that much farther ahead. You know, everything I think is steps. Like the big goal seems really scary, but if you just pick small goals, like little steps, it's so much easier.
Yeah, but you have to pick the big goal first and then pick your steps on the way.
Right.
Martin Luther King. The best thing I've ever heard was pick a goal or a dream that you want to do big enough that other people want to jump on. Martin Luther King picked this crazy thing that was like, and there's a girl, and here's a perfect example of this. There's this girl right now that, and I don't even know her name, but you guys probably know her name. She's on Bill Maher, but she was the one that spoke in front of the Texas legislature recently when they were going to actually pass that anti-woman bill about abortions and stuff, and about cutting. They went from having 30 centers, women health centers, to having 4 now that are legal in Texas. That's what they have, 4 now. This girl, young girl, she's like 19, got up at the state and gave her opinion, and it was the coolest thing. She just started ripping. She went down everybody's what they've done, how many times they've lied. She started doing it, and finally they took her away. They took her out. She said, "You can't do that. I haven't said anything bad. I haven't said anything illegal or anything wrong," and they took her out of there. And since then, she's been on Bill Maher, and she's starting to sing. You know, she's going to run for something. The woman that stood up. What the hell's her name? The woman that stood up and did the filibuster. Mm-hmm. She stood up in her little pink shoes and did the filibuster about stopping that bill. She's now going to run for governor because she took an impossible idea. I'm going to shut this thing down, which she couldn't do anyway. They passed it anyway. But she stood for it. And I'll tell you what, people, you can have this dream. I'm going to be a player. I'm going to be a baller. I want to drive a Cadillac. I want to do this. I want to get big chains. I want to get ice on my... No, you don't. No, you don't. You really don't. I got to tell you, I've never been happy getting stuff. Like at one point, I look around and I go, I got too many cars. Why do I have all this stuff? But I'll tell you what. I got this letter from a dude from overseas. He was a military guy, and he just went over album by album, every album I did, and he said, "This helped me here. This helped me with my relationship. This helped me," and it went down, and that was great. And I get paid for doing it all. Like I'm saying, pick. What would make you have an orgasm in your life besides, a metaphorical orgasm in your life? Pick that.
I was going to say watching internet porn. But.
Yeah, Keith. Well, that works too. But by the way, then become the best at it. Then watch internet.
Oh, I'm practicing. Believe me, I'm trying.
You were in the Pro-Ams last year. I saw you. Good, nice job. Anyways, I hate to be like real positive. I was in a positive mood today.
Well, wait, why do you hate to be
real
positive?
I don't hate because I always try to find the crappy thing and make fun of that. And now I feel like today I was kind of feeling like I really got, like in Virginia Beach this week, I really got that, like, wow, this is crazy that I get to do this for a living. This is insane. And
I wholeheartedly support your positive mental
all I
attitude.
did,
I really do.
Encourage me. And all I did was decide to do it. And that's the thing, people. Just decide to do it. You know, and don't. And I sat down and they asked me to do this thing with the comics. They said, "Hey, would you sit down on Sunday and talk to all the local comics?" And I said, "Well, who's going to show up to that? Because it's me, right?" And he goes, "I think we'll get some people." I said, "All right." So we had 55 comics show up. And I just did a seminar about comedy, about what to do. And basically the seminar was only about, like, I can't make you funny. You're not going to be funny. You're funny or you're not. You'll figure it out. And I just talked about, but the one thing I talked about was that comedy is, comedy is just, you have to decide it. And these guys all had these little things there. Well, let me ask you, when I get an opening act, booked as an opening act, and I ask for money and they say it's really low, I should just cancel that gig, right? And I just went, You're going to say no to getting on stage and doing comedy and making people laugh? You're going to just say no to that?
Right.
I go, you're the opening act, right? Do you have any stand to demand anything? No, then fucking just do comedy. Become so good they can't deny you. But enjoy what you do and stop worrying about being a player or a baller.
Right, or tightening your science up too much. It's like,
Yo, man, don't ever say player or baller again, man. All right, because it's weird.
You did. You made a lot. You said ice.
Yeah,
and
he talking like,
yeah,
man, look, just because you bought Tupac's greatest hits and the last Jay-Z album, don't mean you can actually start spewing any kind of anything in the vernacular of the black culture. All right, so back it down just a little bit. Howdy.
Howdy.
Oh, wow.
Howdy? Did you just call me howdy?
Don't call him Howdy. He's 3X dope, man.
Oh, man.
Titus taught me that. Is that not a thing?
Yo, man, you can't, look, first of all, you can't give yourself a street name, man. You can't. That is given to you by your actions and your behavior. 3X dope, that's his
No,
name?
that's not his name. That's like
A description.
Yeah, it's like an adjective, right?
I like the name. I have my ring says 3X dope.
3X dope.
And it's in zirconia, but that's all I can afford. Cubic zirconia.
Willie got mad early and often on this show.
Yo, that's a name right there. Yeah, that's your name. MC Cubic Zirconia. That's your new name.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
MCCZ.
MC Cubic zirconia. Not exactly a player.
Wait, you didn't let Willie buy your...
Don't say it again. Do not say it again. It makes my head hurt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Didn't Willie buy your wedding ring for you? You should check and see if it's cubic zirconia.
What?
Yo, man, I would not do that to him, man. I got him a deal.
Wouldn't you? What's all this cubic zirconia talk then?
Yo, man, because you know what the real is. Because you want to keep it real, and you only want to keep it real with diamonds, man. So that's what I got him, diamonds.
All right.
And by the way, you want to check it out? Check it out, man. But I'll tell you what, if you check it out and that is diamonds, me and you going to go around.
Oh, we're going to go around anyway. Willie kicks my ass after every show.
So,
you know what? That's why I look for it. That's why we do it every week.
okay, wait. So we're not allowed to check and see if the diamond's real?
Oh, no, baby, you can check. Because I would never do it to you. You're the one that asked me to do it for him. I did it. You check it. It's real, but I don't like the insinuation that a black man can't get real diamonds. Or the black man going to bring cubic zirconium.
You're the one that brought up cubic zirconium.
I only brought it up because this fake motherfucker across the table, man, keeps talking like he a black man and he ain't no black man.
Where?
You. All right,
See,
I hear that it don't sound very black. I get it.
Where did he get the ring from?
Yeah, where'd you get the ring from?
Listen, there's some things you ask a man and there's things you don't ask a man. Now, if you ask a man, hey, man, why don't you hook me up with a diamond ring, and then that diamond ring show up? You don't say, hey, man, could I also get some receipt for this? No, you got this ring for well under, let's just say, value, and you should just shut the hell up, nod your head, and move on. And if there happens to be any engraving on the inside of the ring that is scratched off, you should just continue to move on. Don't say, hey, can I put a piece of paper and run a pencil over that, see if that can maybe see the name in there? Maybe you should not do that. You know, because sometimes the sentiment that someone else wrote in the ring don't match your sentiment.
It's vintage, right?
Yeah, why?
That's why it has writing in it, because it's vintage.
Are you hinting that maybe that the ring that I may have for my wedding is not actually a real ring?
Oh, it's a real ring. It's a real diamond. It's real gold. Real ring.
I think we're getting involved in a crime here,
I think
guys.
it's real hot.
I think we're in some sort of. I think this is kind of shady.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Just why don't you do this? How about you don't maybe wear the ring all the time? How maybe you don't wear it out? How about that?
It's fine as long as you don't get it wet.
What is? I don't. We may want a receipt.
Yeah, keep asking for that.
Wow.
All right, moving on. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So Willie, what do you want to do? What is your big dream?
Yo, I'm living it, man. My dream is to drive an old Oldsmo Booby that constantly needs work. To have to do my community service because I sold breast milk. to sit on this damn podcast and get treated like a third-class citizen. Yeah, man, I live in my dream.
I sense sarcasm.
It's kind of in a mood today.
Wow, you really insightful, man.
I know it's because you were so positive, Titus.
What about-
I
has to
think.
bring
Well,
it down.
I'm going to defend you for a second. Is that I think we've actually you've questioned that the diamond that he got us is not real, and we've been kind of
Wait a minute, you invited him to the wedding,
He
right?
did a favor at the wedding. Yeah, he's going to the wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to the wedding. Yeah,
I thought maybe he was upset because his invite got lost in the mail.
No, he's going. He just didn't want to be called on that. He would never do that to her. He would never do that to her.
Damn right. You fucking glasses wearing motherfucker.
Wow. Stop.
I'm just all right. I'm just jealous because Willie is your best man and I'm not.
No, he didn't even ask Willie.
I didn't.
Oh.
Zach is.
Yo, man, I ain't his best man. That little redheaded freak. That's him. That little gnome. That gnome he hang out with. Gonna be his best man. Yeah, I may heckle the ceremony. You don't know.
That would be great. You know what? I'm okay with that.
Well, because I've seen you deal with a heckler. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be the worst idea in the world, to heckle you at your wedding.
Oh yeah,
That would be a terrible idea.
You just take the mic. just have a mic. Not even that. Just have a. Give me the mic.
Hey, Grandma, that's how you say the F word in one sentence 37 times.
Guys. So just seriously, I was thinking about it, and my life has only worked, and your life has only worked when you've been on the edge of trying something great.
My life's about 60-40.
When
Yeah,
you're
but-
uncomfortable, that's when things happen. And
Yeah.
I hate to say, but it's true. Sometimes I just want to be comfortable. I was telling him that this weekend. Like, pre-show anxiety and stuff like that, it's hard. It's why a lot of comics do drugs and drink and stuff like that.
Makes
I
you
mean,
poop.
it's a lot. You're spinning the wheel of excretions for 3 hours before. I mean, he said back in the day when he first started that sometimes they would be calling his name and he would be on the toilet.
You would get the comedy scoots?
Yeah, comedy scoots. You definitely get the comedy scoots. By the way, there only are comedy scoots. It's all funny. But I would also shadow box for half an hour. Like half an hour from showtime, I would start shadow boxing. I'd be so pumped up and sweaty by the time I hit the stage. They would go, God, are you really nervous?
But when it happens, when it all is really great and comes together, the adrenaline when you get off stage is like, it's a drug. It's like so worth it. But you had to be uncomfortable for a little while to get out there and do that,
You also don't want to live small, man. At the end of the day, and if you're paying your bills and you're paying for your family, that's great. But there's also something. Everybody has something in them that would inspire their day. That would be like, if I had set that as my goal, and I'm not saying tomorrow, but if you set that as your future, in 4 years I'm going to be this. That's what I said. In 4 years I'm going to be a professional stand-up comedian. And in 4 years I made $2,500 that year. And I had a day job, but I was a professional stand-up comedian. I'd been paid for it.
You made money.
Yeah.
It's the thing that you are embarrassed to tell your friends and your family. That's the thing that you got to do.
Well,
it's the
there's a
thing
lot of
that you
stuff.
think that they would just laugh
Well,
at you
not
for.
all of those are goals. Not all of
The
those.
thing that
Some of
you
those you should
want
keep to
to
yourself.
do.
Weird stuff happened with the Boy Scout, the troop. You don't want to. There's things
No,
if
the
we
thing
don't
that
mean
you
if just
want-
that you're embarrassed to tell them.
I'm going to smack you with this microphone.
It's
That
something
you've never missed an episode of Glee. Keep that under your hat.
Yeah, there's certain things you just don't want to ever
The
know.
thing you want to do that
Right.
you're afraid to tell people.
It's the goal that when you tell that you. Here's the thing: the reason you don't tell them now is because you said it a while ago and someone burst out laughing in your face.
Yeah.
I want to be a dancer. They started laughing, or I want to start a rock and roll band. Then they burst out laughing in your face. I want to be an architect. You did crappy in school. You didn't go to college. I want to be an architect. And your dad just goes, you can't draw a fucking straight line, Bob. I'm just doing my dad, by the way.
And I would say keep in mind that the kind of people that laugh at you when you say things like that or express the desire to have those things in your life, they're horrible people. They're people that are upset that they're not doing that kind of thing themselves, and they
True.
want to keep you from doing it.
Well,
Because
that's-
then they don't have to question themselves.
That's
So
what we
take
forget-
that with a grain of salt.
We forget to do that, though. When someone talks shit, don't you forget sometimes you just take it like, oh, damn. And instead of stopping and going, let me analyze your life for a second.
Yeah.
You always do that.
Like, why did you have to say that?
Whenever
Like, what's
someone-
in it for you to tell me that?
And whenever someone bitch slaps you, take a second before you get mad at you or
Yeah.
feel bad and think, what is this guy's life?
Yeah.
He dumpster dives on Thursdays because that's day before pickup. If there's things in that guy's life that, divorced 3 times, okay. Yeah, thanks for the opinion.
Or the guy that changes jobs every year.
Yeah.
And it's always their fault.
Yeah. I love my brother to death, but my Dave has that problem. He's like gets his job. Dave's really smart, great salesman. And then here's the thing: great company. I'm working with this great company. 6 months later, the manager's a bit of a douche. Can't buy that, can't do this and that. And then you're in. I quit that job. Why? They don't know how to run a business. They don't know how to run a business. Are they still in business? Yeah, but they don't know how to run a business.
Do you still have a job? No.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Screw them for not running the business that they still have and they're running, and you don't have a job. Yay.
By the way, I just want to throw this out there.
Love you, Dave.
Speaking of doing his thing, Mr. C-Tits over here is impersonating a cat person in his new show, and if you want to see that, he's going to be in Brea. I will too.
Wait a minute.
After Hawaii, we will be in Brea the 23rd to the 25th, but he actually does the character of the cat person.
What is this?
Brea Improv.
I'm taking offense in advance to this whole
You're
concept.
welcome. We also found out
And
that
can I say your cat's name?
yes, based on something.
Captain Jack Sparrow Eater. And it's in honor of you.
Kind of an honor of you.
That's a good one. I'm going to use that.
Well, he does it as this totally effeminate gay guy.
Oh, wait a minute.
Not you. It's
But
not
I
you.
didn't.
Based on you, but not you.
Right. It's loosely.
Very
Exactly.
loosely.
My
Yeah.
next hilarious cat name is going to be Catnip Evergreen from Hunger Games.
What? Oh. What?
Katniss Evergreen. Anybody say hello?
Yes, I know. Yeah. Wow, he went from people on blood thinners to people eating oatmeal in the morning.
So this is what it feels like to die on stage. Nice. Is it getting warm in here, or did I just break out in the flop sweats? This sucks.
On blood thinners.
She didn't even see that movie. That's
I
right.
did.
Did you see Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Thank you.
With you, Nimrod.
Oh, that's right. I was drunk. It was a 21 showing.
Well, I'm going to show up to the Brea.
The Brea?
I'm going to show up to the Brea event to register my umbrage in person.
I have a question. Do you guys want to, and I'll ask this on air, do you guys want to do the podcast there on a day? Do you want to do a Sunday podcast?
That could be interesting.
Do you want to do a Sunday afternoon at the Brea Improv?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Do a bonus?
Do we have to wear pants?
There's no law against that.
You don't. I will.
All right.
I'm going to wear 2 pairs.
2 pair pants.
2 pair pant. You got 2 pant, 1 pant.
All right, guys. So, anyways, if you're sitting there thinking right now, these guys don't know, man. I want to do it, but there's no way I can do it. I did it. So, F you. Do it. Get off your ass. Quit being
There
a
he goes. There's our boy.
There he is.
There
Just
he
get
is.
off your ass. Quit being a
Yes.
pussy and do what you want. Because I'll tell you what, the more it scares you, it's a weird combination. I rented a studio. I'm spending more money because I have to rent a sound stage. Renting a sound stage, and we're building a sound stage. And
How many
it's
times are you going to say soundstage?
a lot. It's a big deal to me that it's something I want to do for a long time. Start my own film
What, the
company.
soundstage?
Film company.
Soundstage.
A stage where sound will not leave. It's a sound stage. And we sold Voice in My Head to Comedy Central, which was the first Combustion film project.
Yeah,
and
it was.
We sold it. And now I'm like, all right. Again, the best story I'll have is that, remember we sold that thing and we started that film company and we busted our ass and we got that one movie made and then it kind of died. That's a much better story than, that thing I wanted to do that was burning my soul and I didn't do it and the stress of not doing it caused me cancer, made me die. I don't like that story. I like the
Sweet.
first story better.
Then you sleep.
Then you sleep. Good night, everybody. Lights out. Because Lights Out's coming.
Oh
So-
my gosh, here he is.
I'm
He's
telling
back.
you. I'm
Aw.
telling you. Do what you want to do because Lights Out's coming. Lights Out is
Who's a
coming.
nasty, angry little boy? You are.
You love me, though. All right, guys. I am Titus, Christopher Titus. And now we are going to go across the world. From sea to shining sea, from continent to continent, and sometimes in outer space, it's Bombshell Rae dropping the bombshells with the bombshell news.
Nice.
That was like in the old things. They had that little plane that would by. That was
Yeah. Flying around
flying
the
around the
planet.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. We have done more
Yeah.
reference for people over 85 today.
RKO Films, remember them? Huh?
RKO
Boy, they could
Films.
make a picture.
RKO.
A picture.
RKO pictures.
They knew how to make a road picture.
Yeah, they did.
This, I'm just starting. I'm doing it.
Do it.
Right off the top. Old people still kicking it.
Yes,
Yeah.
because him and I are.
Yeah. Sort of. 60-year-old woman in Russia was in her home. Police had to come and rescue her because a neighbor reported seeing her naked, stuck in a stair banister on all fours. She said that she was trying to spice things up sexually with her older boyfriend when she got her head stuck in the railing. So the boyfriend left her in that position and went home.
I'm going to leave you here with something to think about.
Well, you know that I can. My ED problem. I don't what. I don't even like banisters.
Actually, probably once he realized that she was there and she was already in position and she couldn't go anywhere, he probably went home to get a sandwich and was going to come right back.
Get her some food. Keep her there because
it's just like putting the movie on pause. Like, I'll be right back.
Right. Because women, if you give them time, they'll get distracted and then they'll start worrying about stuff and then they're not in the mood anymore and then they want to cry about their mom and they're not like their mother and you say yeah they are and then
I don't say that.
Not you but people.
I say you're like your mother because your mother's a genius. Your mother's a brilliant artist who actually busts her ass. Your mother runs corporations. Your mother is amazing and she's beautiful. So I am really lucky that you're just like your mother.
Mm-hmm.
And the suspicious eyes. Those suspicious eyes. See the eyes? She half lit it on me. I was like, Yeah.
He and my mom get along really well. That makes me suspicious.
That can go. That can go sideways at any minute.
Oh yeah, of course.
Trust me.
Hardcore.
That girl start acting up. I'm gonna put her head in the banister.
A Virginia Tech student not only thinks Kurt Cobain is still alive, but also believes he is a woman. Sub Pop Records, who was Nirvana's former label, former because they did, posted a letter Wednesday online that they got from a Virginia Tech student asking them to please record a message, Nirvana, to please record a message to university students. And they asked that they gave a script that included Go Hokies. And then they later said it's great publicity for Nirvana. And because we love Nirvana, we'd love to have her in our video as well.
I love that when someone's and this is just a prank from college, but if you're horribly mentally ill, and Virginia Tech, by the way, we have a history with Virginia Tech. There's some crazy son bitches.
There's some pretty tightly wound people there.
Yeah, anybody.
I wouldn't be too quick to dismiss this
Virginia
guy.
Tech, MIT, anywhere where they're inventing new shit that's never been invented, crazy, a little crazy. It's okay. That's what's great about me is that that I'm crazy in my own way, but I'm white trash crazy. I'm not.
You're like stay in the Combustion Lounge, grinding until the sun, or grinding and welding until the sun comes up.
The sun comes up, and then did you hear about it?
I don't even talk. Please don't tell this. All right, you can tell it. That's horrible. Oh.
So remember aforementioned evening where he was welding all night, and then we didn't do the podcast because he came out and the sun was up. He took the car to the Lanzini Body Works, or it got towed there.
One of the best body guys on the planet.
And Mitch called him and was on speaker, and he goes, "Man, whoever you had do this welding, this is awful. I have to rip all this out and redo."
You need to beat this guy's ass. And I'm like, I did. I stayed up all night and beating his ass, pretty much, with a welder.
If the guy that did this welding has any more than one eye and isn't high on glue, you should get your money back.
Yeah. And it was me. That's the funny part. It was me. I did it. And to my credit, I said, I did that, Mitch.
As a courtesy to barbers, mechanics, and dentists, I always tell them when I've done work first, so that they don't put their foot in their mouth. Like
that. Yeah. That surgery when I gave my kid needed a kidney, gave him a kidney, and took it to the hospital. And I was like, look, the Obamacare thing isn't kicking in until 2014. And he's like, well, who did this? And I was like, flat out, I did it. And he's like, well, he's on life support.
Yeah, this bridge work that was made out of blue silly putty. Who did this?
Guilty. Well, here's the thing.
He super glues all his teeth.
Harbor Freight is a great company if you need certain things. If you want to go to Harbor Freight and buy a welder or some sort of like a specific piece of equipment that needs to be highly like well built, don't go to Harbor Freight.
No.
Spend the $600, $800, $1,000, and get a decent welder. Get the $99 welder, which is basically any welder you have to light a match to get going. Not a good welder.
Yeah. When my brother-in-law was out here a couple of years ago, and he's a car guy, and my sister wanted to go to Disneyland, and blah blah blah, and he was like, "Yeah, let's go to that Harbor Freight." Like that was his trip to California. He was like, "Oh, I can go to Harbor Freight in person."
It's amazing. You can get a set of screwdrivers for $1.50. Now they don't work.
The brand name is Ho Chi Minh Tough Torquers, but
yes, Ho Chi Minh.
They're worth every penny.
And it's Tough Torquers. It's THUF. It's weird how they spell it. Tough Torquer. TOL KER. Yeah, KUH. Tolov Toloko. Not the best tools. You get a screw. You can put like 11 pounds of pressure on any screw. At 14 pounds of pressure, the screwdriver just twists and then snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and any pressure you were leaning on, you actually stick it in your hand. It's not some of it's great, some of it's not. And they say that. I think that's Harbor Freight. It says under Harbor Freight. Some of it's great, some of it's not.
Harbor Freight, when you want it to work nearly 10% of the time.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I bought a $99 welder thinking it would work on body steel. I'm an idiot. By the way, I told my car guy friends, I know I was just trying to get it. I was trying to save thousands of dollars. And
that's how they get you.
Now you have the thousands of dollars to tear that out and then do the original job.
Thanks, like I didn't know that
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
But the upside is that he wasted a colossal amount of time.
Yeah, the good thing, instead of writing that script that Virgin Production wants me to write, right. I actually spent all night welding. That's the smart part.
But you had very fun.
I did have very fun. Tough talker.
But this place
What do you mean, tough talker? You get to right now. We help you fix it all. Tough talker. What you mean? What you mean, tough talker? What you mean, tough talker? What you mean, tough talker? We fix it now.
He was also here buffing out his dune buggy.
He was, excuse me?
Yeah, I was, baby. You know why? Because it was late.
Never heard of called that before.
Yeah. We've been doing that joke for 3 weeks. So I bought a Myers Manx, got an amazing deal on a Myers Manx, put the motor back in it. My buddy Tommy helped me do it, got it running. But Tommy had sanded it. You know, I said, see, because the paint had been sitting outside, and I said, sand that gel coat, because it's got that glitter paint. And I said, see if it can, and he sanded it and didn't polish it. So I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning polishing it and polishing my,
you were.
buffing my dune buggy.
He called me and said, I got to buff out my dune buggy.
And
so that's the new
You're like,
code.
hey, you're working my side of the street.
And she goes, I'm here. Yeah. Between cleaning out your grease trap
right,
and buffing your dune buggy, we are helping move the language forward. Cleaning out your grease trap. I tweeted that. Some guy on the plane, I'm flying out. I was flying out. And the dude next to me, literally, ladies and gentlemen, if you've got an issue with whatever food you ate, for God's sakes, clean out your grease trap in the bathroom in the airport terminal.
Oh, my God. If you have to stop saying that.
You weren't here. We loved it. Me, him, and Zach were ha, ha, ha.
Oh, we beat that joke like a rented mule.
Yes, we did.
Anyway, I'll just read the title of this story. Guy tries to rob a gun store with a baseball bat.
Never bring a baseball bat to a gun store. I think that's an old saying.
He lost.
What happened? Is that, as the gun store owner, do you just go, are you trying to make the news?
I don't know. I'm sad for him.
All right, man. Seriously, I will swing this. My look at my shoulder. My elbow's high. I will bring this across it.
He was flush with success, though. He had gotten that baseball bat by robbing a baseball bat store with a golf club. So he was just trying to trade up.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that eBay game
where
you start with a pencil and you see if you can get a house.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Except he lost.
Right.
I don't know that game. Scott A. Campbell accused of shooting his friend, Java, who tried to stop him from driving drunk. It's the worst story ever. It's the worst friend ever.
It's not. Here's why. Because here's what. And it goes to certain. There's like the top 5 rules in life. You know, when they say take someone's keys, the rule before that is before you try to take his keys, take his gun.
He shot it. Yeah, he shot him in the chest. These men are in their 40s, for God's sake.
I ain't drunk.
I never try and take anybody's keys. It has never gone well.
No.
Like, you don't want to be that guy. And you can have, I had a friend that tried to run me over with his car when I tried to take his keys.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Because he was drunk.
How did you escape? I mean, well, you obviously
drunk fool.
didn't get his keys.
Still a friend?
No, I didn't. Yeah, he's a great friend of mine. Good friends are hard to find.
By the way, I would say that he hit him dead in the chest. Wasn't drunk. Wasn't that drunk. I think he was right. Should have kept his keys.
The story right next to that, Chris Brown says he's quitting music after the release of this next album.
No way. Who's Chris
No way.
Brown?
That's not a manipulation of the business, do you think? No, he means it.
He means it.
After I release this music I just did, I'm quitting music. No, I don't think so.
But so buy this one because it's my very last one, everybody.
By the way, my next comedy special, Voice in My Head, it's the last comedy I'm ever going to do, ever.
Oh, man, I better get that one.
Oh, wait, I already have a new one written.
That one's the last one.
Yeah, the one I'm doing now is the last one after the last one, Voice in My Head, which is the last one. But this is the last one. The one I'm doing, Angry Pursuit of Happiness, that's the last one.
It's for real, yo.
Except for the Greatest Hits album with some new stuff on it that I'm going to do after that. But that's the last one I'm going to do.
And after the second comeback album, that's it.
Yeah, and then the tour.
Reunion tour.
I'm gonna get back with myself. We split up a while ago.
You get back with yourself a lot.
Yeah, because I'm buffing my doom buggy.
Buffing it out. You gotta say out. This happened in Tempe. A guy named Ashton Powers slashed.
I love those movies.
Slashed car tires. So now he's in jail on a cop car while the cop was sitting in the car.
Oh, behave.
You know what's weird is that what is it? Was he hammered? Was he on drugs? What is it about certain people that, like, I am stupid. I'll do stupid stuff. But man, the cop's in the car and you slashed his tires? Did he know? And he didn't just slow the air out. He slashed him. It was like
he slashed him. Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, the cop was sleeping in the back. He didn't see him.
No, the cop said the car was running. The air was on. You could hear it running. And
was the car moving?
No, the guy just came up and slashed his tires.
So he knows someone's in the car because it's running. Okay, so
he had nowhere to sleep that night.
At this point, when crime gets this stupid, when you can actually just, by the way, because I know you were busy today, you had an audition, you came in, you just open your thing and you hit 4 of the stupidest stories we've heard in a long time. There needs to be an extinction level event. When there's this much stupid news, this easy to find, it's time to figure out how to end some of us. Some of us need to go. Now, look, I may go, but I think I'm smart enough to survive a little while. Some of these people won't make it a week, and those are the people that need to go. You're using up our resources, you're breathing our air, you're using up water, you're flushing the toilet too many times. I know you leave the shower running, and you leave the TV on when you leave, so you're using up our power too. So you need to go. Extinction level event. Can we legislate this?
He's back.
There he is. My concern, though, I mean, I'm behind the project.
Except for the dreamers.
My concern, though, is that being stupid is a valuable skill in the scheme of evolution now. If the world's so stupid that it's going to make smart people crazy, then wouldn't it be a evolutionary advantage to be stupid? Because then you think everything was cool. You'd be all into it.
Well, I think what will eventually happen is that smart people will eventually come up with a way to subtly kill the stupid people.
What if there's a group of people that are intentionally dumbing down society?
So it's easier to run because they're stupid. Well, that's what I've noticed lately.
It's working out that way. I don't know if there's a grand plan, but
all the people that are running it are pretty stupid too.
Yeah, you know what I'll say though? If you go all the way to
Chris Christie,
Mark Twain, Will Rogers. It's not like, and you go back to Benjamin Franklin. If you go all the way back to the quote,
Mark Twain, all right, Mark Twain.
Mark Twain, very good. He is a Ho Chi Minh talker too.
Will Rogers never meet a man he did not like.
That's a Will Rogers is a tough one. That's about my favorite. He hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
we to Asian people we apologize. Tough talker, good too.
And then he does it again. We're so sorry.
So sorry.
It just makes me laugh because it's like, I'm sorry, the Chinese, when you can take that many jobs from America, we can make fun of you a little bit. The only time I feel better about what's going on in our government in the country right now is when I read a quote from Will Rogers or Mark Twain about government, or even Benjamin Franklin, like I said, because they hated it just as much as we do. Yeah. Maybe we're just in this loop where we're just supposed to hate it and keep hating it, and it doesn't get better and it doesn't get worse.
It is a little comforting to go like, oh, well, this isn't a new thing. It's been going on a while.
There's just too many of us. There's 7 billion of us now. You know, some of us need to go. Some of us need to go, man. Wow.
Here we are.
7 billion podcasters?
It only took you probably about 52 minutes. And here we are, full circle. May it be unbroken.
Unless you're a dreamer.
Everybody sucks. Let's kill everybody. Blah, blah, blah.
I didn't say everybody. But a guy who actually slashes the tires on a cop car.
Everybody is not as good as I am.
That's not what I'm saying. I would go out there, but I'm never going to slash the tires of a running cop car with a cop sitting in it. You're an idiot.
Maybe that was his dream.
Yeah, you don't know.
Now, I'll say that. If 2 years ago he said, how do I plan this? and this is his dream.
He's like, I started out flinging poop at a parked cop car. That was all right. Nobody was in it. I got to up my game.
You know what? Titus said that do the impossible.
Yeah.
I bet you I can get away with slashing the tires of a moving cop car. And then you know what? If I do get caught, I have a good story, just like Titus said. You know what? I take back everything I said. Bring on the stupid, your huddled masses, your retarded people who have no idea how the world works.
Yearning to live stupid.
Yeah, learning to live stupid and watch reality shows. People who are willing to suck potato chips day after day, who think Hot Pockets are a vegetable. Bring those people on. People who actually look into the sun and think their face is getting better. People who actually know that cigarettes are minty. Please bring them all. They all need to live here, and we will never be sad again. I'm Christopher Titus, and we love us some stupid. I like that when the whole team gets involved.
A whisher.
I'd vote for that guy.
It wasn't a good one. It wasn't my best, but it was in the realm of okay.
In the realm of okay. That's the name of my first album. In the realm of okay.
All right, guys. So, hey, if you want to hit us, The Real Christopher Titus on Facebook.
Hey, Sparky.
Oh, I wait, there's more.
You're getting a little amped up
Uh-huh.
over there, both of you. I just want to tell you there possibly could be an extinction level event coming to your country soon. Coming to America. Bull runs coming to the United States. Could happen the way you want it to happen.
That's like Lion Day.
Starts at August 24th at a drag racing strip in Richmond, Virginia. 5,000 people.
What an amazing combination of
5,000 people have already signed up.
What's amazing is the culture of Europe with the rednecks of the drag racing world.
On a drag strip, though, you just run in one direction. That's no fun.
That's
you got to wind through the streets of Pamplona.
Yeah, there's no side street, alleyway, knitting. And it's only a quarter mile. It does dead end. I wonder if they realize that.
Yeah, there's a catch fence.
You know when they're going to do that? On Sunday.
That's right, come on down. The Bulls are running, and so will you be. Also have Shirley Muldowney will be trampled to death by Thunder, the biggest black bull on the planet. Sunday, be there and get stomped.
We'll sell you the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
Yeah.
Wow, that was good, man. All right, man. We just jumped into that.
Did.
I don't know if it was good or bad, but we jumped into it. All I'll say is we committed.
I will say, based on the dazed look on Rachel's face, that was a home run.
Yeah, totally. So it doesn't matter. You and I, there's some chick stuff that it goes on there that we'll never get, and and she doesn't know our world.
Thank God.
You don't know.
Thank you. Is this compliment day or what?
You'll live. You'll survive.
Poop jokes and buffing out your doom buggy, and I don't know your world.
Oh, you should have seen it when you weren't here. When
I
Zach was
love
filming
that.
it, it was like zero to poop in 60 seconds.
That's what Jeff sent me that text. It was a drag race to poop stories without you. But I was.
We got it. We brought it up. We knew that.
I've been around Zach a lot, so trust me, I got it.
We needed some balance, and we were definitely. By the way, people, if you listen to last week's podcast, just make sure that you're
take it with a grain of poop.
Yeah, it was just some dudes with you.
Grain of salty poop.
Because if you're with, or you can listen to it with a woman and then enjoy laughing when her face twists up into some horrible death mask of just disgust as we get to the poop stories. I'm so sorry last week.
See what happens when you're not here to rein us in, Rachel.
Please come to Brea and see us not talk about poop. August 23rd to the 25th. Also, hit us up on Facebook where we don't talk about poop. Actually, you did. You tweeted about poop.
I'd never tweet about poop.
You did. With that grease trap thing that you guys came up with, you were tweeting. Look, you instantly start smiling. Both of you instantly.
We did. I'm sorry. Grease trap. Pretty funny. We all get it.
Both of you instantly became five again.
It's the best metaphor.
Hey, wait. Is that the thing that we were or you were talking about making a T-shirt about?
Yeah, what'd you say, Claire? I don't remember.
No.
We have to go back and listen.
Listeners, if you've listened to last week's episode recently, you remember the thing that we referred that we were going to make T-shirts.
Yeah,
of.
but
please let us know,
we're not
Titus
making a grease trap T-shirt.
Titus and I are having a senior moment and couldn't remember what it was.
But we're going to buff our Doom Buggy T-shirts.
Yeah, we are.
All right, so come and see us in Brea. Also, hit us up on Facebook, The Real Christopher Titus. I'm Bombshell Rae, the Titus Podcast, or Colonel Jeff Fox. You can also twat about both of these twats on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm on the Twitter.
At Colonel Jeff Fox and at
At Titus Nation.
Titus Nation.
Y'all.
Yo, man, what happened to you? You need to get some sleep.
I haven't slept in a couple days.
You a little
I'm
bit
worn out.
You know,
You seem punchy.
Yeah.
well, let me tell you about weddings.
You look
man.
good though.
I don't
Thank you.
care.
Yeah,
What,
nice
I don't
save.
care if you're white, black, Chinese, Vietnamese,
I'm white.
any of the needs. I know what you is. I'm just saying that people, weddings is horrible across the board, man. The weddings are great. It's getting ready for the wedding that's horrible.
Actually, I have large parts of me that are American Indian.
Yeah. I like your large parts.
Thank you.
Dude, really? Did you really? I don't even know what that means, but wow. Say, how come you didn't get mad when he said you had
Ebony
large
and
parts?
ivory. Because I know what parts he's talking about.
Together in perfect harmony. Well, see, we don't have harmony. You know why? Because you're a white girl.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. All right. Guys, hit us up on the real Facebook. We are
Facebook
as we
also.
totally just kind of slowly coast to the end of the podcast.
Also, go to ChristopherTitus.com where you can check out Combustion Speedwear, and please, oh please, go and click on Amazon Rink so that I can get some shoe.
Or you could buy Ho Chi
and
Minh
pants.
Tough Talker.
Ho Chi Minh Top Talker, these good too.
I need pant. So do that. Let's wrap this up. I got shit to do.
Places to be.
And that's how the podcast will end from now on.
That sounds a little like,
Let's wrap this up. I got shit to do.
I saw her fold up her
dun.
Etch-a-Sketch 5 minutes ago. There.
Yeah. So thanks, guys, for listening. One more thing to the people in Virginia. We had such a great week at the Virginia Beach
Yeah, it was
Improv.
awesome.
Thank you so much. Guys, thanks for listening. And go to the Amazon link. Please click through. Help us keep the Combustion Lounge open. And we will be sending out pictures of the new Combustion Lounge in a couple of weeks. Next week, we are off. I'm on the honeymoon, and we'll be in Hawaii. We'll put up I'm going to let Jeff pick one of the greatest hits that we can do for next week. And we'll see when we get back. Have a great summer. I'll talk to you later. I'm Christopher Titus. Later.
Peace out.
Sayonara. Onara.
It's Willie. Willie always messes us up.
Yeah, Willie, are you
Get
going to
Willie
say
back in
something?
Jello.
There he goes.
It's really, and you messed the timing up again.
Yo, man, why don't you back off me, man? Take the 2 weeks off. I'm taking a vacation. Fuck this.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Dude, don't go.
You better show up to the wedding.
He better show up to the wedding.
I told him it
And
was
you
2 hours different so that he would be on time.
Well, I'm glad he left after you said that. I would have started a whole new thing.
No.
Yeah.